Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's On The Social Show. This is the show where you take control and send in questions for me to answer. Once again, this week's show is sponsored by OneFootball. The OneFootball app is the easiest way to keep up to date with all the latest transfer news, rumours, stats, scores and everything you need. So to download the app, just look in the description below and download it there. Look, I've got a few questions coming this week. I can imagine most of these, I haven't looked at these, but I can imagine most of these are going to be about Arnie and the striker situation. So let's get straight into it. Right, starting off with Twitter, @D_Mans. Rumours are Arnie and Chicharito are going. What would you do in this situation? Well, look, I've made my feelings clear on the Arnie situation. If he wants to go, let him go. I was a bit surprised with the Hernandez rumours that come out today. I think that ex-employees already turned around and said that there's no truth in it, which I think it would be silly to let both of them go, especially in January. But no, with Arnautovic, if he wants to go, as long as we get a good price for him, they're talking about 45 million. Yeah, I'll take that. Let him go. I think Hernandez, keep him at least until the summer. But we definitely need to bring in another couple of strikers during this window. Right, @SunnyScott_. Thoughts on Shelvey? Looks like it's not happening now, but in the future, would you sign him? Yeah, I had this question last week, and a lot of people sort of slated me for saying about John Joe Shelvey to come into West Ham. I think he'd be a good replacement. I think if we're going to let Obiang go, I think Shelvey would be a great replacement for Obiang. But it don't look like it's going to happen. I think us and Fulham will link with him, and I think Newcastle will turn around and said he's not going. So, look, he's their player, so what can you do? Right, @OliverJonas2. Ever since he come to West Ham, Chicharito has been linked with a move away in every transfer window. Do you think there is any truth in it this time? No, I don't think... Look, Valencia are going to be interested. I'm sure there's a lot of teams interested in Hernandez, but... we can't let him go. It would be crazy to let him go, especially letting Arnautovic go. I think someone like Hernandez, get him fully fit, back play him. I think someone having like Nasri on the pitch will benefit Hernandez. I think he'll bring the best out of him. We know he's a goal scorer. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities at West Ham. He hasn't started many games since he's been here. He's had a few injuries as well. So let's just hope that we keep him in the window, get him back playing, scoring goals. Right, @TheHoss84. As Declan is now rated so highly, do you think we will get past this summer with him still being a hammer? Especially with the likes of Fernandinho at City getting on a bit now, etc. Yeah, me and Nicky spoke about this on the radio show, and I think, look, Declan Rice is that good that he's always going to be linked with top clubs. He could go and, as you said, Fernandinho's getting on a bit. He could go and fit into Man City's team right now. But no, I can see Declan Rice being at West Ham for at least a couple more years. But we need to really, if we've got any chance of keeping Declan Rice for the long term, we need to sort of build around Declan Rice, make him the main man. Look, he's deserved all the plaudits he's got this week after his first goal last week against Arsenal. He deserves it. And I know he's got a little bit of a situation now with the Ireland-England thing. But look, Declan is so grounded, and I'm sure he'll work out what's best for him. But no, look, I just hope Declan Rice is here for the rest of his career. Fingers crossed. Right, @West Hammies. If Yarmolenko was fully fit, would he start over Antonio right now? Oh, that's a tough one, because Antonio, I think he's been playing really well. He's slotted in at right back, as we know he can do, but pushing further forward, and we know he can cause teams, he can frighten teams with his pace and power. But I'm a big fan of Yarmolenko. I really thought he was just starting to settle into the Premier League, and then he picked up that injury against Chelsea, which ruled him out for, it's probably going to be most of the season, if not the rest of the season. But if I had a choice now, both fully fit, me personally, I'd choose Yarmolenko. But that's nothing against Antonio. It's good to have both options when they're fully fit. Right, @Jamie Jill. What's your favourite West Ham song / chant apart from Bubbles? Oh, that's a good question. I love Twist and Shout. I love the Christian Daly song. Probably one of my favourites is Overland and Sea. I love that when everyone's singing it. But I know you said apart from Bubbles, but one of my favourite chants is the I'm Forever playing Bubbles, but the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang version. I love it when the crowd do that, especially at away games, and they just carry it on for about 10-15 minutes. But there's loads of songs I love. Player songs, Marky Noble, I love that song. So yeah, that's probably my favourite one. Overland and Sea, I'm going to go with that one. Right. Ali Shah, my favourite, Ali Shah. I'll keep my question only on here this week, Ryan. I'm going to go through the Facebook ones in a minute, so if I see you pop up, I'm not going to read it out. Out of these strikers, who would you take? Depay, Wilson, Mariga, Batshuayi, Ibra. Ibra is in London, but that's a long shot, I guess. Yeah, Zlatan's sort of ruled out. I think if he was in London, there's only sort of one, maybe Chelsea who could afford his wages, maybe Arsenal at a push. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get Zlatan. Batshuayi, I think, is going to join Monaco on loan. Yeah, I mean, Moussa Mariga, the Porto striker, he sort of interests me a bit. He's got a good goal-scoring record out there. Memphis Depay, we know him from his Man United days. Callum Wilson as well. Look, Callum Wilson's a great striker. He's 26 years old. He's young. He's a talent, but the price they're talking, I mean, £75 million, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money, and I don't think he's worth it. I don't. I think maximum, I'd probably say 40, maybe 40 to 50, maybe. But that's a lot of money to pay for Callum Wilson. Right. Brendan Black. As it looks like Arnie is off, do you think we would have to sign a replacement this window? I think we'd be better off waiting till the summer, as we have Chicharito, Perez, Carroll, Antonio, and January is a crap time to buy. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, Perez, Carroll and Antonio will probably still be here. Hernandez, I reckon, will still be here. But yeah, if we sell Arnie, we definitely need to go out and get a replacement. But I wouldn't panic buy. I wouldn't go out and wait till the summer. We're not going to get relegated. Go and get someone in on loan to play for the rest of the season. Who can you bring in on loan? Who's going to be as good as Arnautovic? Probably not a lot. But you've got some good strikers there to work with. So yeah, we would definitely need to bring someone in. Right, Alex Smith. What do you guys think about the rumours that we are looking into Callum Wilson? And do you think he will be able to fill the huge gap that Arnautovic would leave? Yeah, I do think he'd fill the gap. He's there to score goals. I only see him when we play Bournemouth or highlights. I'll have to ask a Bournemouth fan if Callum Wilson is a sort of striker like Arnie that chases down every ball. But Callum Wilson knows where the net is, and that's the most important thing for a striker. It's just the price. I mean, if you said to me now we can go and sign Callum Wilson for 40 million, I'd say, yeah, I'd take that. It's easy. I know his injury record ain't that great, but look, players these days, they always pick up injuries, but it's a lot of money to pay. It's a lot of money for West Ham to pay. Right, Aaron Stewart. Ryan, with Arnie looking like he's going and Hernandez being linked with a move as well, I think Callum Wilson and Edin Dzeko would be good replacements if the price for Dzeko isn't too high. What do you think? Yeah, one striker we haven't mentioned yet, Edin Dzeko. I think there was talks of him coming. I think he's got 18 months left on his deal at Roma. So he would be an ideal signing. He's played for Pellegrini before. He's a bit similar to Andy Carroll, but I think he's a bit better player than Andy Carroll. He's 32 years old, so he's at the peak of his career. I think he should have another shot in the Premier League. But yeah, I think he would be a good replacement. But as I said with Callum Wilson, I've spoke about him before. I think either one of them two would be great if we can get him in. Right, moving on. Ben Watts. I know it's a week old, but what's your thoughts of the bloke throwing horse crap at the away fans? Hope he washed his hands. Yeah, I mean, that was crazy, wasn't it? I know there's a bit of history behind it, going back to the League Cup semi-final against Birmingham a few years ago. I think Birmingham fans sort of done it to us. But you're walking down the road and you see away fans, what possesses you to think, I'm going to go and pick up that old shit and just chuck it? I hope he washed his hands. Yeah, I hope he does. I hope he went straight home, had a shower. I hope he didn't just go in the pub and didn't wash his hands. But yeah, that was crazy. It was we've got to admit, it was funny. It was disgusting, but you had to have a little chuckle at that. But yeah, that's it for this week's questions. I mean, there were some good questions in there. A lot of them were very similar, but you can understand it's what's gone on this week with Arnautovic and Hernandez today. We was going to get a lot of similar questions, but I hope I answered them all well enough for you. Give me your thoughts below. Let me know your answers on any of the questions. Who would you like to see coming at West Ham? I mean, there's loads of other strikers out there. Ben Yedder, Olivier Giroud, I know we've been linked with. I even see we was linked with Falcao today, so I can't see that one happening. But for me, someone like Olivier Giroud might be a perfect signing for West Ham. He's not really playing for Chelsea. He's 30. I think he's 32 now. I think he'd fit in well at West Ham. I honestly think it'd be a great signing. So let me know your thoughts on that. Would you like to see maybe Olivier Giroud come to West Ham if we could get him? But yeah, as always, look, keep subscribing to our channel. I think we've passed 42,000 subscribers this week, which is massive. So keep subscribing. And yeah, I'll leave that there. Look out for our videos coming out this week. I think Nicky's got a musings that should be up already. Dan might have a West Ham week coming up. We're not going Bournemouth this week. Unfortunately, we didn't get tickets. But we will be doing content and we will be getting some fan reaction videos from the game. So yeah, I'll leave that there. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I'm Ryan Archer. Come on, you Irons.